Welcome to my channel, guys. Um, as usual, we're gonna let the energy speak to us. Now, I will say, in the meditation beforehand, there is there's an energy of love, but the energy in regards to love is more so from a reflective place. And not only that, but there's this energy of, in moving onward in my future, how does that affect ones from my past or present? There's like this energy of taking all things into consideration. If I choose to go forward in whatever direction, that new direction, whatever that is personal to you, there's this energy of, if I choose to go forward in a new direction, what does that mean for the people that I know that I can't take with me, right? And there's just this undertone of wanting to do the right thing for everyone involved. Some of you may have to let people down easy. Some of you may have been, had your options open, but now you're starting to realize, I feel more for one or the other. You know what I mean? I feel more for this person, or I feel more for going in this direction. It could be a career change. There's something that speaks to the heart that's requiring you to go in a different direction, in a different direction. And with that being said, there's also just this energy of, in knowing that I'm going in a different direction, I know that there's going to be people, places, things, nouns that no longer serve me. And it's a pull here to be in that matured energy where you're handling things the right way. Don't lead people on. Don't lead, if you're getting offers in regards to either relationships or business, don't leave it open. If you're not going to take the deal, close it out. Let them know, I'm sorry to, have to decline this offer or whatever. Do what speaks to you intuitively. Do what speaks to you on a higher level. There is a feeling here of having to make decisions, but it's decisions that best serve you, And in doing what best serves you, you kind of have to more so remove yourself from the way others may take it, rather than how it will affect you now and later. You cannot put other people before your steps. You have to do what's best for you. And sometimes it will be situations where other people may not like your decision. But if your decision is in line with what was best for you, then live with no regrets. I mean, you should live with no regrets anyways. It's interesting because I just got this thought, like, your decisions are not your problem. And it's not it's interesting because we do live in a world of cause and effect, but there's just this energy where, and I keep hearing it, it's like it's not going away, where your decisions is not your problem. It's like this energy where, and it's funny because I heard let karma deal with it. Interesting. I don't know, let that resonate with you how it resonates with you, but it's like I'm hearing let karma deal with it. And there's this undertone of, if some of you are trying to appease everyone, even the people who you know don't serve your best interest, who have or you know, who have let you down before or continuously let you down, and you're still trying to work them into your evolution. There's just this energy of you can't please everyone, so why not please yourself? Let karma deal with these individuals. You don't have to keep them on your wheel just because you feel like they have wronged you or you have wronged them, like there's still some tie there. Karma can be dismissed without being relived. It's like if karma is a lesson, you don't have to go to the class and sit there to learn it every time. You know, you don't have to keep going back to that karma class where you're living out and re-experiencing that karma. You can learn the lesson by digging within your own inner being and aligning with what needs to be put in certain places, what needs to be situated. It's like, what do I need to release? If this person has wronged me, can I truly forgive them in a way where I release myself of that dis-ease? We know dis-ease in the emotions in the mind will cause dis-ease in the body. It's all one. So at what point do you release the dis-ease before it becomes a physical representation of you needing to let something go? There's just this energy here where you've got to sort things out in your experience, guys. Who no longer serves you? What no longer serves you? There's this strong King of Swords. It's just, I keep hearing the King of Swords, King of Swords. That King of Swords energy where the King of Swords, he looks at his future, right? And he sees what's best for him. What's the best steps to take? The King of Swords evaluates how it will affect other people, but ultimately the King of Swords takes that next step, keeps the stride going in the direction that's best for him. Knowing the outcome or having some perception of how it will affect others, the King of Swords will still do what the King of Swords needs to do, similar to the Queen. But the King of Swords is more subtle about it. The King of Swords starts in the mind and works it into reality, irregardless of other people's opinions. And that King of Swords energy is very strong here. And it's in that Queen of Swords energy where you can make the cuts. You see clearly. You have... I'm hearing that song, Order My Steps in Your... Is it in your way or in your word? Order my steps in your word. Order my steps in your way. There's something like that. But that's the way I'm seeing it and hearing it. You've got to make the calls that are best for you, irregardless of others. And it can be difficult, but if you want to be the boss, you got to do what the boss has to do, right? They're bringing me to this blessings, and I'm just hearing like where blessings are given. So is responsibility. So is cause. So is effect. So is purpose. Interesting. And you know, it's beautiful because I'm working on a few more decks. This one, this one here is actually, I'll let you guys kind of see it. It's so not done. It's very far from done. I've only got 7. It doesn't even have words on it yet. But these are going to be the like soul connection cards. They're going to be pretty cool. They're going to be pretty cool. They're far from done, but they have balance at the bottom. It's sacral. And with that sacral energy, that's your creativity, that's your sexual energies. That's your they're throwing things. Throwing stuff. They're still throwing stuff. Let's get into the reading, guys. We've been talking for a while. interesting. I just heard like some of you want to move out. Some of you want to change residence, and I feel this energy of you having roommates or still living with family. For some of you, it's specifically that you live with a parent, and you kind of feel like you would be doing them some sort of injustice, or there's like this energy of I can't leave them behind. But overlapping that, I just keep, they're drilling it in that that's an excuse being masked by I can't, I would be, but my, and it's just like everything that follows but, until, you know, things like that are, it's just an excuse. You know, when we leave here, we reflect. We rest. And then we go and we review. And we feel and we see our experience through our eyes, through our shoes. But not only that, but through the eyes and the shoes of all that we have affected. And that may be outside of your comprehension, but we review and we feel it and we see it from the perspective and the emotions and the thoughts of everyone involved in that scenario. And that is how we review what karmic things needs to be resolved. The reason we come back here, the thing that ties us to this dense reality, is not necessarily the desire to go to this free planet. Hey, let's keep going back to Earth. No, it's the karmic tie. They're bringing me the soul tie here. It's the karmic tie. And this card, honestly, this card was not even in the deck the other day. I brought my this little basket here that holds some of my office supplies, and the card was in there, and it was so interesting that I'm like, how it was hidden. But all things hidden are coming to light, because that contract, until you make that contract null and void, it still stands. Release yourself of these contracts. You can declare. You can learn the lesson within yourself, that home school, right? Not going to karmic school, but going to home school in the body, right? In the vessel, in spirit, in the higher realms, in your physical and your etheric, your emotional bodies, right? And cut these cords and say, I declare that this contract is now null and void. Through all space, time, dimension, perceptions, levels of consciousness, you know, everything. You can add it how you want to, but never forget to seal what it is you remove from yourself with what it is that you want to replace it with. If you remove fear, replace it with courage. If you remove hate, replace it with love. If you remove lack, replace it with prosperity, with abundance in all forms. Declare to yourself and to that position within your body, within your cells, that this is what you are now. You are supposed to speak to the cells of your body. Just as the divine is the God of you, you are the God of your vessel, your body. And each cell, just as each person on the earth is accounted for, each cell within your body is accounted for. You can speak life into yourself. And bury death is what I heard. Interesting. Speak life and bury death. For some of you, that may very well be very symbolic of getting grounded. Returning these negative vibrations to the earth to be transmuted. For some of you, it's simply kneeling down in a meditative state I'm hearing, in this meditative place. And a part of the reason why I say kneeling down is because it's this energy of surrenderance that is triggered within the body when you kneel down, when you release yourself of this dominant position. It's like an energy of humbling yourself enough to release. And it's on an unconscious level. And soon enough it becomes conscious, and it becomes something that's routine for you. And you're in a constant place of surrendering and receiving, surrendering and receiving. And that is the way you remove limitations. Wow. Limelight and business booming. We have balance back at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Innovation, creativity, intimacy. This is about a spiritual cleanse, a detox. This is the balance needed. Sexuality and any intimacy issues. This is transforming lower self. Business is booming. Life is yielding to your command at this time. Take advantage of the current energies. Limelight. Be confident. Take a leap of faith. Let your divinity shine. This reading is taking us in all different directions. Oh my gosh. And this is the way that we get it popping collective. I love y'all. I do. At the bottom of the deck, we have the solar plexus chakra. Using will and intent to move from lower self. Power, emotions, digestive issues, and support as a key word here. Listen to the body. Listen to the body. We have evolve. Divine cosmic connection. That is so interesting because, like I said in the meditation, it was definitely a connection, energy, a divine connection, divine cosmic connection, and universal harmony, using will and intent to live in higher self. Did you see that evolution? It went from correcting that lower self to using will and intent to move from your lower self. So you fix that lower vibration, rose up here into a higher vibration. And now with the crown, this is the highest vibration of all, crown chakra. To using will and intent to live in higher self, not just to be, not to just come visit, but to live in your more divine nature. That's the power of self. That's the power of evolution. That's the power of the divine. That's the power of leaving the wheel of karma, the wheel, entering into the wheel of grace. Not the will of grace, but the will. Thy will be done. The will of grace. The will, the law of attraction. Wow. I'm hearing alchemy strong. Forgiving and learning wanted to be seen. Let's speak some matters of the heart here. What is this to be said from this here? Attraction again. The divine get their message out. It's all about surrenderance. And I want to tell you guys, it's being brought to be said, so I'm going to say it always. You have to be careful who you're watching. Because the reader also plays their hand in the energy that comes through the cards. They're the owner of the cards. So while you can surrender and say, I want to tap into energies external to me, your energy creates the perimeter for what the cards can bring. If you're a negative person, at your core, no matter how many sunny faces you put on, or smiley faces you put on, then your cards are still going to be in the box, right? That lower vibrational level. So your messages are going to range from here to here. That law of resonance, right? They're going to attract these lower vibrational readings and readers and collective. If you're in a higher standing and you resonate in this level, then your cards are in this higher vibrational bracket. So now you're going to attract higher vibrational beings, higher vibrational people wanting to ascend, and you're going to retrieve higher vibrational messages. So pay attention. If you got readers who's reading these lower vibrational messages, then no matter how many times they smile on camera and say, "Hi," you're going to get what you see. You know? It's like, cannot go down the milk aisle looking for fruit. It's not going to happen. Two different lanes here. Engagement. Wow. I don't know. That was important. That was important. Bottom of the deck, we have honeymoon. Finances and career. You're absolutely pulling in, wow, that aligns with what we just were talking about. You're pulling in higher vibrational experiences. You're pulling in higher vibrational experiences at this time, and it's because of this energy I feel of a opening. Look at that, 10 of Cups, Star, 10 of Pinnacles. It's an opening of the heart here, and an opening to life. The Star, I'm feeling this energy of an ascended conscious, crown chakra, yeah, of an ascended conscious. So there's this energy of it bringing in. Tens are not only of self, but of your experience around you and the way that I read cards. So with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, you're entering into this period of being surrounded by abundant things and experiences and people in your life, in your experience in general. This Star is telling me it's like this energy of following the call, following the guidance, following the pull. 7 of Swords with the Lovers. The only thing you have to do is let go. Only thing you have to do is surrender here. You're being pulled with attraction. You're being pulled, and everything is being pulled to you that you need. There's kind of a magician-y energy here where I just keep hearing all things considered. All things considered. Wow, the World. With the Ace of Cups behind that and the High Priestess. That is definitely all things considered. I'm even hearing like what's old, what's new. You have a lot of new things coming. You have old things coming back. You're ending cycles, and there's energies trying to attach themselves to your new cycles. 9 of Pentacles with the World and the Ace of Cups again. The Lovers behind that. Oh my goodness. See, and now we have the Fool. For some of you, there's different things and people coming back. You're going to have discernment. They've given you crown chakra and all of these other things that we talked about. And especially with the High Priestess, you've been granted the power of discernment, and not only granted, but you've worked at it. King of Pentacles. Pentacles take your physical action and effort. It's a worldly It's a worldly element. And with the Fool accompanying that, it's the leap of faith. It's the pair of doing what needed to be done physically and spiritually. And now with attraction, it's because of a vibrational alignment. As again, we believe in the law of attraction. We believe in cause and effect. Not just cause and effect, but cause and effect, like causing an effect. Every action causes an effect, right? Hermit and the Fool. And if you took steps and actions that were aligned, Hermit and the Queen of Wands, wow, what's behind it? King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Hermit, Fool, Seven of Swords again. Daring. I'm hearing daring, outside of your comfort zone. Baby steps, grand steps, leap of faith. Everything you've done brought you to this position. It brought you to alignment. Things were divinely orchestrated. Queen of Wands, King of Cups, Ace of Cups. You had to be vibrationally and emotionally in line for this Ace of Cups to hit your reality. High Priest, again, under the bottom. And the High Priest is a Hierophant. I'm hearing that song again. Order my steps. Order my steps in your word, in your way. What is behind this 7? 4 of Pinnacles. You put yourself in this position. Collective, you put yourself in this position. High Priestess. High Priestess, you put yourself in this position to be blessed. 4 of Wands. Tower. King of Pentacles. Diligence. Diligence. You created this change in your life through diligence. Through working at it, speaking your truth, honoring yourself. You're attracting in a massive change that is aligned with your stability. 4 of Wands. That's in love and in life. 1, that's vibration. With Wands also being creativity, that also aligns with the chakra energies that continue to come out for you. That's sacral. Significant, guys. We had sacral, solar, and crown. Wow. 3 of Wands. I'm sorry, 3 of Cups. I don't know why. I don't even know why I said Wands. Wow. Yeah, maybe it's back to that Wand and Cup dynamic where they're in alignment that we were just talking about. 3 of Cups is often, I can read that as a harmony within the emotional body. The reason to celebrate and rejoice is because of the coming back together, coming back to self. And with engagement, 3 of Cups, that could be literal, but your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And I feel like this is in regards to the connections you have in your life. Connections being more in alignment with where you are now in your experience, not where you were. Devil wanting to be seen. You're releasing yourself of the vibrations that attracted in bullshit. Look at this, because here you're attracting higher vibrational things. So coming back to self and evolving has put you in a position where things in your experience are ready to ascend to a higher level. And including, again, those relationships. Some of you are definitely walking through the door of love. Definitely walking through the door of love, especially with it going into honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And as I often say, that holiday for me, this card speaks of, you know how around the holiday times, the energy is just lighter. Most people are in this higher vibration where, they're looking forward to the experience of holidays, So it doesn't have to be a literal holiday coming up. It could be getting into that resonance of there's so much good coming, Not only that, but one of the things about the way I view that card is the pool of consciousness, the collective vibration. If we all were to think and act in an upward manner, then it would display around us the vibration. We collectively would raise the vibration in our area, and it would affect others. It's that domino effect. 10 of Pentacles. Wow, it's that domino effect. Each one reach one. It's that energy of what I put out, what we put out, especially in a Four of Wands relationship, especially in a soulful connection. That vibration, that element of love, that's one of the most powerful energies in the universe, the energy of love. When you're giving that energy and you're living and resonating in that energy, living in higher self, when you're living in that vibration, it affects everything around you. You become that person that walks in the room and everyone notices. We had the Queen of Wands energy. You become that person that everyone notices. This is the 10 of Pentacles. It affects your reality when you live in higher self. High Priest coming out again. When you live in higher self, the High Priest and the High Priestess lives in higher self. They don't just come and go as they please. They are strong enough and capable to reach the masses, to dig within themselves and retrieve higher levels of whatever. Higher levels of energy. Everything is energy anyways, We'll make it simple. And that energy can be harnessed for the positive of not only themselves but others as well. 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. This heart here, this Page of Cups to me is the heart being open. Not shielded to experience. Not shielded to ascending to higher levels of commitment. You're not fearful of speaking your truth, honoring yourself, putting your heart on your sleeve, wearing your emotions, speaking your emotions, living your true heart. It's not immaturity. It's not young. You can say it's young at heart. Wow. It's young at heart. It's a restoring and a resurgence of the true power and capability of the heart space being open. 9 of Pentacles. It's the retrieval of your own personal accomplishments, success, stability, comfortability, growth, expansion, strength. You're grounded or becoming more and more grounded. And one of the beautiful things about being grounded is that it's like the tree, where it doesn't make you more dense. It's not just a going up. it's not just a coming down, but it's a going up and down. It's growth. It's expansion. The tree grows in all directions. It grows up, it grows down, it grows around, it grows out. When you open it, you see the rings of life. In the internal, it holds the memories of its life. The same as we do. We relate to plants in so many ways, guys. It's crazy. I love plants. That's why I always have to have at least one plant in every area I work in. It's true, guys. It's true. And plants also give and receive energy in the same way that humans do. You can literally share energies with the living plants in your home. Having a bad day, go hug a tree. Swear, like, dog. No, I'm not even trying to be funny though, like. Eight of Wands, King of Wands, Four of Wands, all the same language. Tower and Wands to me are a similar language because Tower is sudden action, sudden change. Wands can be too. I'm hearing a position of power with this King of Wands. And this knight, this nine, oh wow. Eight of Wands, King of Wands. Page of Wands at the bottom. Control the energy. It's controlling the energy in your experience. I just heard shapeshift, and that's not in a negative term. And actually, in the shamanic healing or medicine deck, it's a card called Shapeshifter. And it's about, for me, it's about manipulating the energies in your experience, transforming into, it's that energy of embodying what it is that you're working at. You know how they say you have to become it, eat, sleep, breathe, live it. That's what it is. Again, that law of attraction energy. See it, live it how you want it to be. I am abundant. I am graceful. I am determined. I am unstoppable. I control the energy in my experience. Independence, right? Ooh, rings a bell from the meditation. Independence, remember? We're seeing a lot of pages. A lot of pages. Gaining stability, gaining independence, being exactly what you want in your experience. Oh yeah. That's it. We're going to leave it there. What's this? This is amazing. This is amazing because I'm going to put it in the way that I seen it. So this is the direction it's going. Oh, King and Queen here. Damn, you guys are a master of energy. You guys know how to work with it. You guys, there's divination energy here where you can manipulate energy. You can discover information. You can shift worlds. Interesting. That could be, I'm hearing like dream travel. there's definitely a dimension jump in energy here where you're going. It could be something you do when you're at rest, when the body is at rest and the soul is free. You guys know how I view dreams. Some of you definitely may be seeing your reality, pulling it in from the spiritual realm, tying it to the conscious. I just heard spearheading. Queen of Wands, the world. I just feel like you guys are running shit moving forward. This new cycle is about justice. Justice, 8 of Cups, Fool. It's about justice. It's about the recognition of self. It's the 8 of Cups. You're past the 7 of Cups. You're past confusion. You're past entertaining options. Now you're focused on what serves you. And with the 8 of Cups, it's that recognition of releasing what does not serve you as well. Fool. The Fool doesn't have baggage or burdens, which also speaks to, again, that energy of doing for self. Queen of Wands, Fool, put yourself first in your experience right now. They're bringing me to these children. If you have children, of course, you and your children are a package. You're one. So when I say doing what's best for self, that obviously includes your children. When I'm saying external factors is anybody that's not you and your kids. Yes, that includes parents. They brought you through the tunnel of life. But what you owe them is your gratitude, not your experience. You don't owe anybody but yourself your experience. When somebody does something for you, all you owe them is your gratitude. Nothing more, nothing less. Another page. Again. These pages are very, very significant to me of being detached. Detached from being overly attached to outcomes, people, places, things, experiences, everything. You're neutral. It's also that energy of, although I am very masterful, although I actually damn near know it all, with the cards that we had, and you guys, obviously that's not egotistical, you know what I mean. But I can play dumb very well to obtain more and more knowledge from the world around me. Fool, right? I can put myself in a position confidently to ask questions. I can put myself in a position confidently to receive more information. I don't have to first tell you everything I know to find out what you know. No, what do you know? Now I am even more a fountain of wealth, right? A fountain of information, of wisdom, of understanding, of diversity, of, Queen of Swords. We talked about that from the meditative energies. Play it smart. And again, the queens are more likely to get off the throne. The queens also protect the kings. So the queens protect what they have created in the background. Right? Kings. The queens protect their shit. Right? The kings keep it going. Right? Protect it, perfect it, keep it going. Everything. Your life. It's a whole new damn life. It's a whole new life anyways. Right? I love it. Alright, let's close it out, guys. I don't know what time it is. Jesus, I need some water. You guys will never, ever believe how hot my office is on hot days. But I need like windows that fit. Wow. Air conditioning that fit my windows. Whew. Okay. Jesus. Compassion dropping out. The Five of Cups here. It's number 18. Got the Magician and Strength with 18. Oh, what did I put that? Honor yourself and peace. Wow. It's also the Moon's energy. The Moon is a feminine energy. That Five of Cups to me again is screaming detachment. Detach from everything that don't serve you. I guess I could say that just plain and simple. Why make it specific? Anything that's hindering the heart, let it go. The heart is one of the most important energies you got. The heart chakra. You know what I mean? Really, all of them are important, but we have you care next to that, which is also Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Six of Cups, number 19. Have compassion for your past. It's okay to care because, again, to know where you're going, you also have to understand why you've been where you've been. It's just about understanding. Look at that, karmic debts. It's just about understanding. Nine of Wands, this is the final push. This is the final push. Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, this is the final wave of karmic debts. That's again, that energy of wheel of karma, wheel of grace. You're entering the wheel of grace. You're getting more in tune with purpose. Thy will be done. Thy will is your will. After your review, what have you come into karmically clear? What lessons have you learned? In what ways were you supposed to evolve or remove certain soul ties, certain connections? Yes, and say something. Let's get one or two more here. Masculine. Masculine. We talked about feminine energy here, so that's masculine and feminine energy, both in the heart space. Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups. Y'all think Spirit be playing with y'all, but they really don't. From fear to fearless. Ending behind that. Some of you are letting go of a masculine or who you thought was your masculine. Some of you are in a recognition of, some people don't believe in false flames, but I do. I do. In terms of perception, because it all comes down to perception. I think as you evolve and you attract different suitors, obviously the quality improves as well. So what people call false twins is really just better and better quality, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't know it got better and better. You were content with the king, right? But when you get the emperors, you're like, oh shit, that's the next level. Then you get the high priest and the high priestess, and that's the next level, and you're like, oh shit. So the perception of the false twin is just you were good, but he or she was even better. It's the not good enough, but better. You're good enough, but this is better. I'm what you want, they're what you need. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Endings. Oh, what flipped over? That did a dance in my hand. It can be yours, and synchronicities. 13 with death here. At 46 with 10. It can be yours if you let something in. Karmic debts are cleared. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Pay attention to your masculine and feminine energies. Pay attention to the evolution of self. Pay attention to how you have cleared away. Pay attention to how you go from fearing to fearing less and less and less until boom, prophecy is fulfilled and you live out your destiny. Destiny is ever unfolding. Do you believe in finding your purpose, or living to find your purpose, or do you believe in living on purpose? And it's quick, people will quickly say, I believe in finding my purpose. But when you're finding your purpose, you're still looking. When you're living on purpose, every moment you're awake, every gift of life is your purpose. Everything it's always purpose, purpose, purpose. You feel me? It's a shift in perspective. Cleanse away the bullshit. Honor yourself and live on purpose. See the bigger picture. See the bigger picture here, guys. I love, 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 and appreciate you all. Please have the best one. You guys are so awesome. Bye. Well, no, I'll see you later. Have a good one.